The riddle challenge that stumped everyone. Have you ever wondered what it takes to be considered a genius? Is it having an IQ of 130 or higher? Is it winning a Nobel Prize? Maybe it's inventing the smartphone. Well, today's video explores another facet of what it means to be a genius. Back in the 1950s, a group of scientists and mathematicians sat in a room at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey. Among them were some of the brightest minds of the day. The conversation turned to games, and someone posed this riddle. There are 900 million possible six-digit numbers starting with 1. Exactly one of those numbers is made of all different digits. Double that number, and you still end up with all different digits. Can you figure out what number it is? After some thought, several tried and failed. One of them, the late Freeman Dyson, a genius who won the 1978 Nobel Physics Prize, cracked the answer in just under a minute. Yes, here it is, 18, 62, 42. Now, to double it, you get 37, 248, 44. Look, all different. Here's the twist. It's not just about being able to solve this. The fact that this riddle confused these renowned thinkers at first says something about the human brain. It reveals that brilliance isn't just about brute force knowledge. Sometimes it's about seeing problems in novel ways. Here's the deal. When we talk about genius, we usually think about people like Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, or Marie Curie. We're talking IQs in the 160s, groundbreaking theories, changing the course of humanity. But today's video is about a different kind of genius. It's about the unexpected problem-solving skills that a lot of folks don't associate with geniuses. Today we're diving into the world of modern logic puzzles, the kind that often trips up even highly intelligent individuals. Because if you think about it, when we picture a genius, we typically think of someone who's good at one specific thing, be it maths, science, art, or writing. But here's the catch. Many of these geniuses might not be as adept at other areas, even though they're equally important for Take Albert Einstein, the quintessential genius. While he was a whiz at physics, he struggled with things like remembering names and faces. Or consider the famous scientist Richard Feynman, whose brilliance in quantum electrodynamics was matched only by his terrible sense of direction. These puzzles aren't just random brain teasers. They're a reflection of how genius manifests in unexpected ways. They show us that it's not always the super specialized experts who excel at everything, but often those who can connect ideas and apply knowledge across diverse fields. It's a lesson we should take to heart, whether we're aiming to be a world-renowned expert or just trying to navigate daily life. With that said, let's jump into our first riddle. It's a bit of a warm-up, but it's got a neat trick. Pay close attention. This is the riddle. You are driving a bus. The route starts with the bus totally empty. At the first stop, 3 people get on. At the second stop, 9 more people get on, but 2 people get off. At the third stop, 4 people get off, and 2 new people hop on. What color are the bus driver's eyes? So what do you think? Pause the video and see if you can figure it out. All right, ready for the answer? Here it is. Whatever color your eyes are, the very first sentence of the riddle was, you are driving a bus. Everything that came after the passengers, the stops, all the numbers was just noise. This is a classic piece of misdirection. Your brain gets so focused on tracking the complex details that it forgets the most fundamental piece of information you were given at the start. It's a technique that's widely used in magic and everyday persuasion, and it's an excellent example of how even the smartest among us can be led astray if we're not careful. Moving on to our second riddle. This one went viral because it stumped people from all walks of life. It forces you to connect the dots between completely different worlds of knowledge. Here it is. A child says, my father is a chemist, and my mother is a mathematician. They gave me the codenames Iron, 59. What is my real name? Let's move on to our third riddle. This is a famous one for the huge aha moment it creates, which is usually followed by a groan of, oh, come on. Here it is. A man pushes his car. He stops when he reaches a hotel.